Hello, this is a compilation video. It starts with me going to a local field to collect some molehill soil. We then move on and we use that molehill soil to plant a potato in. There's then an update 6 weeks later that shows you the progress of that particular potato, and another one that was planted at the same time, but the other one was planted in improved garden soil. And then I'm going to bring you up to date, because now those potatoes have been in those buckets 12 weeks. Check out the progress in 12 weeks. Enjoy the video. You'll see me plant a potato in a bucket of molehill soil. That's our bucket of molehill soil. That's our shop board set aside. Nemo, as you can see, Nemo's chitted up. That's the ticket that tells us molehill soil, no fertiliser. And I hope you can see this, but that's got 2 inches of molehill soil sat in the bottom. We're simply going to sit this set aside shop bought potato on that, like this. And then we're going to top this bucket off. Hey, couldn't be easier, could it? Okay, I'm going to give this a go. You haven't made your mind up? Right, stay till the end of this video. There's a potato reveal right after we get finished doing this job, and that might change your mind. You might be thinking at this point in time, is it worth it? What am I likely to get out of a small bucket like that? Well, you might be surprised, but seeing's believing. So if you hang about till I get this topped off, and I'll cut you to that potato reveal that I promised earlier, Charlotte. Single set aside potato in a 10-inch cut flower water bucket, not much bigger than the domestic water bucket. In fact, probably the same size as the domestic water bucket. Okay, and just to give you a bit of perspective on this, I can span 9 inches. That bucket's about 10 inches across, and it's about 10 inches deep. Okay, so there's a ticket going in. Nemo's up and running. We'll be turning this thing out in 3 or 4 months hopefully, and harvesting our own homegrown potatoes. I've got Meg and Daisy with me in the garden today in this lovely spring sunshine. Meg's rope. Meg wants to play. Can you see Daisy? Oh yes, sweetheart. Daisy just wants to relax in the sunshine. She's not too fussed about playing. It's too hot for you, sweetheart, isn't it? Yeah, it is. But Meg wants to run all day. Right, let's get on to this. So, this bucket here is the bucket that has the Molehill soil in it. Look, you can see it's very clear soil. It's not very good soil at all. At least it's not as good as the soil in this bucket, because this soil has been in my possession for a number of years, and I've always fed it with chop and drop every year and invigorated it, and as a consequence it's not clear like this Molehill soil. But hey, we're not complaining. Look, can you see that? See if I can tilt this forward a bit. Can you see that? Yeah, that's Nemo. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is, Meg. That's Nemo. After, is it 5 weeks, 6 weeks? I can't just recall now. No, 6 weeks, yeah. That's Nemo after 6 weeks. So we've got a viable potato growing there. And I popped this bucket up because what I intend to do in about 3 months' time is a 2-bucket potato reveal. Fingers crossed. 2-bucket potato reveal. Nemo in Molehill soil and Nemo growing in garden soil that's been in my possession for over a decade and has always been fed with some chop and drop that I pop on top. You probably can't see this. Well, in fact, I know you can't see this because of the shadow. But this soil is much darker. It's much darker and it doesn't look like clay. And hey, look, here we go. There's Nemo. Can you see him? So these two went in on the same day and they're going to be harvested on the same day. And if you want to see the results of this, you'll need to come back to me in 2 or 3 months' time. And then we'll do that 2-bucket potato reveal, a 2-bucket shootout as promised. The bucket on the left is the bucket with the Molehill in it. The bucket on the right is the bucket with improved garden soil in it. I think you'd have to say that these two look pretty even Steven at the moment. maybe even the potato growing in the molehill looks the better of the two. But hey, it isn't the tops we eat, is it? It's what's on the bottom. And while one might outshine the other in terms of foliage, it's what we get when we turn them out. And it's still a few weeks before we do that. But I'll tell you now that the potato growing on the left, the one in the molehill, you're right, it's thunder. Yeah, it's thunder. We're going to get a downpour shortly, hopefully. We haven't had any rain for a long time, so it would be welcome. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, the bucket on the left, the bucket with the molehill in it, that potato is starting to produce flowers. I hope you can see it, you might not be able to. So it's possibly slightly ahead of the bucket in garden soil. Hey, 2 bucket shootout in a few weeks' time. The only way you're going to be certain to see it is to make sure you're a subscriber and you've clicked the bell notification icon, and then you'll be notified as soon as I pop a video up turning these 2 out. You'll get to know about it, you'll see it. Hope you've enjoyed the video. This is Homegrown Veg signing out.